Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Prince of Persia The Lost Crown where, look, I did exactly the thing. I even killed the ghost already. So in theory, we just do this and there we go. I don't know where the nearest explosive is. I teleported all the way to the forest for this one because I remembered there were lots of those purple pods there. That's an annoying thing to put in the middle of the prison. I think they should not do that. Anyway, now that that's complete, let's check out the rest of this area. So we should be able to drop down somewhere up here. Hold on, have I read this? An attacking army closes in. They won't let us out to fight. Yeah, it's not really... The people that I've imprisoned are not the people that I would necessarily want fighting my... It just feels to me like they might not have the motivation to win, you know? Okay, apparently there's a whole tree down here, so... Maybe this is going to be more area than I'm expecting? Or perhaps not. Well, I guess we're about to head into something that we have no idea what it is, so perhaps the tree is here for that reason. Okay, this one is beyond even the point of speech. It's a little concerning. Wow, is that really just a whole... Oh, it's the memory shard version of it, right. I was going to say, it's a whole heart. That seems like a pretty huge treasure for the very small amount of work I had to do, but yeah. The memory shard thing is actually borderline valueless. This is the same message. I mean, that's kind of cool. Well, here's where some explosives are. And then this is just going to drop us directly into a large room that we already had access to. There's like a whole area over here in the bottom left that we have not been to. And is not, I wouldn't think, the next area to go. Because the Tower of Silence is on the opposite side of the map. So, yeah, definitely curious. Okay, there are in fact a lot of explosives here. Yeah, this is actually like not a super well explored area for us. Interesting. Why, yes, I did try to parry. Why wouldn't I? Since when do I learn lessons? So this is not the way we initially entered this area. Hey there.
Hi, Sargon. Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer.
Yeah, I guess this might be pretty valuable, actually. Well, it's just not that big of an area, I guess. Okay. Well, let's crack this open and then... Nope, not falling for it, not interested. So dropping down here, there's a one-way entrance. We're going to have to go over there to get through, theoretically. And then there's just like a big... Oh, or maybe this supposedly one-way entrance isn't going to be all that one-way after all. That is exactly why I thought it was worth checking, because I was like, there's a chance that this is just going to be a normal closed gate, right? Come on. There we go. Ah. There was an indication of there being a tree down here. At least I thought there was. What a strange little area this is. There's a bunch of like false punch through walls. Looks like maybe that's accessed from the left. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a weird area. And this is the way that theoretically you're actually supposed to get down here. May as well remove that. Is there an explosive nearby to replenish with? Just for convenience sake. Looks like no, not really. Alright, that's fine, whatever. There's not a strong, compelling reason for us to actually get engaged in the combat down here, so. Okay, so there is possibly a small area down at the very bottom right of this that we didn't get into. What is the purpose of, like, why is this even here? Okay, the tree is like way at the beginning of the area, and I just missed it somehow. Well, it is unclear. There's a lot of weird stuff about this area. And I think with that, we're cool to just travel out, right? Like, there's nothing else. Well, I do want to. Yeah, let's go. Let's go up and out into the big room, right? So it sure has been a minute since we've been here. Mostly I'm just curious if we go all the way back, yeah, because like we're so adept at climbing things now. figured there had to be some benefits for getting really high up. And indeed, we finally found pants. Crimson. I'm feeling pretty crimson right now, if I'm honest. How much more crimson can I get? Less. Bunch less. I'll stick with the coral, thanks. Right, the shield break is like completely irrelevant now. Is there anything to be had from going up the outside wall? Nope, not really. I feel like that should eventually wear him down, right? Somewhere around strike 6, you should break through, just due to the force on the shield. Morteza had a certain admiration for Menelaus. He also loved poetry and had a habit of writing poems in the memory of fallen soldiers on the battlefield after every victory. Well, that's sweet. Alright, so this does go somewhere. Out of curiosity, though, before we go in there. Message written with trembling hand. Trapped. No turning back.
What is this sorcery?
Okay, so that's what the deal is there. Well, at least we picked up the thing, right? So, the nearest tree is the one we just left from, which is to say, honestly, it might be faster at this point. Well, I want to make sure that the message we just picked up gets saved, though. I was going to say, it might be faster to quit out to the menu and re-enter. We can just hoof it. Not currently available to play. Alright, so let's get over here, and with this, I'm gonna have to step away for just a second. I will be right back, y'all. Okay, I'm back. We're here. We're ready to finish this entire dungeon. That's what's happening today. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, so there's a one-way door we should probably open up, and there's some kind of something important happening down here. So let's... What is this? So these little white diamond markers, I don't make those. Right? Those are placed by the game. Let's climb up here because I'm curious about that one. How do I... Okay. I do not remember this area, but we do have a lot of mobility tools. Oh, well. What am I doing? Going this way. I noticed the roof here. That's definitely weird. But yeah, this is in fact where that marker is. Unexplored path. Maybe not. Maybe there is an error here. That ceiling looks like it might explode. It might be explodable, perhaps. Yeah, that's super weird that that's marked that way. Huh. Alright, we'll come back and investigate it later. Right now we are actually going this way. Ah, careful. This is like this is almost quaint compared to the shit we've been through for some of these coins. Like what a gentle little Xerxes that was. Yeah, and then it's left another I am wondering if the unexplored path markers are maybe just a little busted in this area. I mean, that looks kind of different from the wall around it, but I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's actually anything to this. Yeah, I don't know. I think these markers might be, the markers in this area might be slightly in error. Oh, hey. Okay, well, it turns out it's not that hard to find an explosive around here. I mean, just for the sake of clarity, right? Let's go ahead and okay. That ceiling is not intending to tell us anything. It is just environment art. Ow, hey, don't do that. Slightly restore health after a successful... Oh! You know what? Honestly, I am probably willing to make room for that. That seems like a pretty important one, actually. Ooh, yeah, right. I was about to say, you know, there's not really room for this maneuver in here, and sure enough, my head did clip completely into that, that block there. Fine silk thread used to sew the intricate patterned carpets of Persia still holds its luster. Well, isn't that lovely? It's an embarrassingly early parry. It's hard to wait all the time. You know, the enemies in this game, they really love to take their time with their animations. And I'm a very impatient person. Okay, down and over here. Let's see what we have down in this spooky little oubliette area. There's an awful lot of these in a giant temple this size. Alright, so what does this do? All right, again, after everything we've done, seems seems a little on the simple side. I don't need to engage with this mechanism. We are far too mobile at this point to be concerned with such things. Yeah, bring out the guy I'm supposed to fight. Oh, or maybe it's going to be more like a saw gauntlet. I'm gonna place a just for safety's sake. Just had a feeling it might be useful. I would have been fine. I just needed to not actually throw a panic dash in there. But you might have noticed, it is often the case that I'm totally fine and then I jump for no reason or something. And sometimes it's the neuropathy, you know, sometimes it's a twitch of the hand that I'm not 100% in control of, but a lot of the time it's just me panicking because I'm panicky. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, damn it. It sucks that you have to... It's one thing when it's like a physical area you're traversing. When it's stand still in this room and wait for the traps to come to you, I think it really emphasizes how much time, not distance, you're losing when something like this goes sideways. Okay, that was a little a little closer than it needed to be. Oh hey, it's that medal that the Forge Lady's been waiting for. She's been waiting a long time on our ass too. She asked for that forever ago, and an unused path marker all the way down here. I mean, maybe there is one. There's one more important corner it looks like to check out in this area, and it is significantly to the right. As problems tend to be. Okay, just climb up and go straight across. You know what? Actually, let me tag the tree real quick here, just in case something goofy happens. Is that a chest just sitting there? How is there a chest just sitting there? Why would I not have gotten that at the time? You know, that's not bad. I actually kind of like the muted color palette with like the lightened up shoulder tattoo, but it is a little, I think it brings the clothing color a little closer to his skin color in a way that's a little weird. The Simurgh is justice and the measure of all things. From the plains of Fars to the Nile Valley, the protective shadow of his majestic flight tempers the warmth lavished by Mithra. The ears of wheat, barley, egalops, and einkorn turn ripe without drying out. The harvests are prosperous and feed the people. As long as his wings grace the Persian sky, happiness and prosperity will reign. Just random words in the sentence being capitalized, definitely giving me a bad vibe, especially with them being about, you know, how great and prosperous we are under a system of unelected bird rule. Huh. So this door does not actually let you through. What is this screen showing me? Can I see that closer? Huh. Did I just fail to push through that? Maybe that was the first time I encountered one of those, and I didn't know what it meant. So maybe this is actually activated from the other side? I mean, we're in some, like, very early game areas right now, right? Yep, I just didn't know that you hit them 3 times yet. Can I clear that marker, please? Okay. Ow! was not expecting that, I have to admit. Okay. Got that open. Think we've looted this place out now? Yep, and another one of those path markers has been added here. Yeah, I just had no idea how to access the thing that high before. Ah, okay. And that is just that's just teleport effect that I was experiencing there. Okay, so we've been up here. Guess we just want to go this way. Yeah, coming back to these these parts of a Metroidvania style game from very early on and being like, wow, I cannot even remember a time before I knew how to access these kinds of things. It's always a little eye-opening. I guess if your memory is as bad as mine is. It's like, it's incredible, the stuff I've been able to forget. Tarnished and cracked, the inscription is only partially visible. Long heart reflect. Long may your heart be reflected in this mirror. As I'm going to set it up directly across from where I'm going to keep your heart in a jar. Oh, Hive's got to get hived because these things suck. From a hive? Huh. Interesting. I guess that one must not have been associated with the hive. So does this drop me down into... Yeah, okay, this has dropped me down into the sewer area proper. I was going to say, this seems like a lot of area of a different tile set for a thing that's occurring in this tile set, but no, we're just on a whole different thing now. Well, all right. Is what it is. I guess we got to just pick a path and go. We're going to have to double back for the other path no matter what. So let's go this way. Am I sure I'm not missing anything? Yeah, okay. Oh, just okay. It just goes right down to normal ground that you can stand on. Ah, stepped in the goop. And then I jumped in the goop. I don't remember there being this much goop in other Prince of Persia titles. Ugh, what am I doing? There we go. That's how you do that. Are you not dead to your own knives yet? Those things remain like, among the most dangerous enemies in the game. They have so much more health than you would expect for a nimble knife thrower. You know, you tend to think that a thing like this will be designed with a very low HP, but not so. just reverses the belt. Makes sense. Oh, that's goop. This is not a useful place to be. There is a little. I'm not trying to say it's like small, but there is a maybe too little of a difference between, like, too little of an obvious visible and maybe height difference between the parts of this ground that are ground and the parts of this ground that are toxic goo that will eat through your soul. Take this, everyone who isn't me. Ow. Perhaps not the smoothest version of this thing ever. Let's use the chakram to cheat. So yeah, there is a one-way door there. I mean, I guess let's like I said, we're gonna have to backtrack through one of the paths anyway to see them both and collect all the things in both of them. So we may as well start that process now. Okay, all right. It's definitely more valuable than a Xerxes coin, and this will take us right back to the split. Whatever, that's fine. I don't need HP. Again, the the relative ease of some of these challenges at this point. That's not sufficient. What am I doing? You had to throw me into the poison. That's just unsporting. Ow. I guess I better check that wall, right? Okay. You know, it's not the kind of thing that generally gets said about a male character, even if they do exactly the same things that the female character in this situation did. There's some elements, hey, I'm going to blow everybody's minds here. Some elements of the way we use the English language are strongly gendered, I'm starting to think. It's really fucked up. All right. I mean, I want to find the tree. We'll manage to get our way back up here. The tree is up above us somewhere. Ah, damn it. Okay, extremely valuable. Let's talk about our amulets. Because I think, actually really want to equip Ruxana's gift. So what's going? I think the first extra attack offered by Blade Dancer at the very least is quite valuable. I like Elusive Water in theory, but I gotta admit, I'm not getting a lot of use out of it. I'm forgetting to do it most of the time. Yeah. If I were to really work to train myself into its use, I'm sure it's very good. You know, I'm sure it's worth the 2 points. I'm so spacey, and the tools they've given you do work. The other tools, you know, mostly. For the most part, these are effective. I guess let's drop down and go to the right a little bit. Well, no, I'm gonna end up going to the right to get to all this stuff. Or I'm going to teleport. Yeah, all right. Let's drop down and go to the right a little bit. Just fill in the... just fill in the bit of map that's missing here. Let's see, this is interesting. What is underneath me right now? Worth checking out, for sure. Oh, but that only stays open for a limited time. I mean, I guess that's fine. You wouldn't really want to go down there again. After you get the pedal, you've sort of exhausted the value of the place. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. Let us see what awaits us here. Oh, hey! I think I met your cousin? Holy hell. Yeah, we were scaled way the fuck past that boss fight. Holy hell. You are intended to take that on with a lot fewer upgrades.
A gruesome sight. Other victims of this forsaken place.
I mean,
These must be the old woman's children.
I will say that I don't necessarily know that this is more gruesome than the shit we're seeing absolutely everywhere around here. And I guess I shouldn't be getting desensitized, but I kind of showed up desensitized. That's just like an American media problem. Forever vagabonds, lost within the walls, forever prisoners, the secrets, the murmurs, the songs of the locked up children, forever and ever. Is this? No, it's in the background of the lights angled forward. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I think the best way to access... Oh wait, what is the... Oh, this is the old woman. We need to go back to her now. So I guess I was planning to return to the tree and teleport. But at this point, I guess maybe actually crossing the space is a reasonable thing to do. There's something undetected here. Yeah, all right. We'll just run it the whole way.
I've avenged
Oh.
your children. Now, do as you promised.
Or not.
Tell me what you know of the past.
The past is meaningless.
Ew. That really? That's how that quest ends? We get a crummy amulet? I mean, it's like cool as a sort of a horror ending to the thing. I guess, yeah, now there is no reason to traverse all the space. Let's just take ourselves a Triaport. Can't say I'm disappointed. Ah, darn it. Yeah, if that platform falls away under you and you're standing too close to the wall when it does so, it turns your otherwise normally straight upward jump into a wall jump, which pushes you way out to the side. And if you're not expecting that, it can create problems. Alright, so let's start by running right from the tree. Because there is that little bit that's showing unexplored. Ah, I see. It's just been a minute since we were down here is all. Huh. There's kind of no value to this at all. Also, I am, of course, very curious about the shaft and the thing in the shaft, but let's clear out the lower city bit here first. There's just one more crook that we need to go hit. Ah. I should make sure. Am I? Yeah, okay. This is the right way. Oh, hey. Even more of these. Hooray. I'm a little annoyed that I got hit. I got hit by those wheels after the dash. That doesn't seem right to me. Okay, I'm just flipping around trying to decide what to do. There are platforms up and to the right there. I just need to jump to those. Did not mean to abbreviate my jump in that way. I guess actually maybe what I'm supposed to do is go back up and to the left and get to that platform on the right by going around and over. Right, maybe this is the thing. Yeah, because I bet that platform doesn't let you go up through the bottom of it. Alright, so left is away. Looks like we've been all down here already. Yeah, it sure seems like it. I'm gonna I'm gonna just be sure. Okay. Wow, okay, that can hit you even if you don't move forward. I think he's got some powerful wombat tactics. All right, so at this point we are, I guess, just headed across to the elevator here. Is it going to be fastest to? Yeah, it's probably fastest to go down and hit this tree and then teleport back up, right? So across the big open space here. Ah, mobility is a blessing. Further down. Okay, further down we've handled whatever it is that's over there. Well, that okay. That feels like poor sportsmanship. All right, so let's tree travel ourselves up to here. Do I have the ability to go up through the hole in the ceiling here? Because that would seem to be the fastest way to get where it looks like I want to go. Indeed. Okay, so this is not one where it's like trivial to climb it yourself. They have been careful about that. I kind of figured this was going to be a get out of the elevator manually and jump into a hole in the side of the shaft thing, but nope, this is a full-fledged stop. Slightly increased author buildup for each successful parry. Honestly, pretty compelling. And then... Alright, more of this stuff. Let's just throw up a guess here. Oh, I was unprepared for them to do the horizontal maneuver. So it's actually much safer there. Okay. So this thing... Okay, you have to have a crystallized low in the room at that point. It does suck, like things like that, where there's no way with that one in particular. There's no way to have like read it in time and known what would need to be done. You just have to. You have to have the foreknowledge already. Those ones I think are a lot less interesting than most of the kinds of puzzles in this game. Now it is actually helpful to have one of these up here. And one more. And then this is the part where we leave one on the floor. Oh god! But there was another thing to do before that. God damn it. Boy, I sure hope you remembered exactly how many waves are before the thing that... That's not really where I want that. I think it'll be fine. Put it in kind of the center. Oh! When I did the swap, for some reason I thought it was going to swap the valence of all of them, like, you know. But some of them are omniphase. This sucks. These long pattern ones where you just have to wait to get back to the wave you failed on if you forget something and fuck up, like these are not good. Alright, can we please be done? Oh, I did not. Oh my god, what a tedious way for this to... what a tedious way for this to work. Like, for this kind of thing to not feel absolutely terrible, there need to be checkpoints or... I don't know. Okay, enough, please? How many times is this interesting? It's just like we just keep doing it until you eventually don't press all the buttons in the right order due to the accumulated tedium. They're waiting for you to get bored enough to look at your phone. I'm not gonna lie, that's what happened. Something happened. A notification occurred. Is my lame excuse. like, this is a perfect example. It's very, very obvious, I think, that there should be a checkpoint at that moment, right? At the moment where it starts to become this thing, where it becomes a completely different puzzle. This is checkpoint time. Oh, okay. Let's give this one more try because I'm getting very annoyed with it. It's hard to imagine them playtesting this one and seeing a tester fail it toward the end and being like, yeah, you deserve to have to spend 4 minutes repeating all the easy patterns. That seems fair to me. That's what I think should happen as a game designer. I think if we're going to get to skip anything, this is the position we want this in. Oh, my double jump hit the ceiling. I should not have double jumped. The single jump there was fine, but because the double jump hit the ceiling, I actually lost a lot of height before I was able to press another button that affected the aerial movement. Okay. I keep pressing the button just a little bit too early. Yeah, all right. That's gonna be it for us for today. That sucks a lot, and I hate it. And I will start the next episode with it finished. We'll just be at the end of that because that is not interesting or fun at all. So come back next time for this being out of the way and us never worrying about it again. And then, other stuff. More stuff to clear. And we'll see you then.